Okay, so we're live yet again. Let's wait and see if anyone comes in. Seeing as it's just gone 6:10 on a Monday, there might not be anybody doing anything. So you never know. I'm doing a mustard. Will anyone jump in and say hello? So we can chat about recent doings. Still nobody's watching at all. Or anybody who sees this stream after it's finished will find stuff informal, maybe. So today wanted to get some work done, but ended up doing some driving instead. So that's taken up all my day. But I have a parcel, but it's not for me to open because I packed it. So this parcel is to be sent off to a friend of mine. There's a carburettor in bits in there. That's going to be sent off to a friend of mine, and once that's sorted out on his car, hey Ivor, good to see you. Thanks for jumping in. He said he's going to sort out this carburettor on his car, and I've got some parts being moved to his house from another friend. So at some point soon, I will be doing a collection caper for some parts. So going up in the Rover, which unfortunately is giving me some grief right now. So vehicle-wise, I'm kind of struggling at the moment, I think. Anyway, yes, carburettor needs to be done so we can then get the carburettor bolted back onto TC, and we can get TC fired up and moved. I did check the firing order. The firing order is 1342. It's fine. It's the carburettor was full of junk, and it just really needs a proper rebuild, and there's stuff missing from the carb. I didn't realise what bits were missing. So my friend said he's going to sort that out and bolt on the correct parts and get it all hunky-dory and happy. Then, go and collect all the stuff that I need to collect. So we're getting a middle and a rear exhaust section for TC, and we're also getting a tow bar. So the tow bar is going to be used for one of my other projects, for Rustival 2, which is happening later this year. So the plan is to get TC welded. You can see the t-shirt up there with TC. TC on it. If you haven't seen TC before, if you're new to the channel, check out TC the Cortina. More welding to come on it. The carburetor is the crux of it. We need to get that on. We need to get the car shifted, get it welded. Fingers crossed it all goes well. I've been welding. I dug out the hitbox. I know there's a nickname for it. I'm not going to say it. And I was welding. Made a frame out of scrap. Hey Wayne, just dropped in while having lunch. No, it's not normal at all, actually, Wayne. No, I finished work today. Finished early, so I thought I'm going to talk about what I've been doing the last few days, because I haven't been putting a lot of content out recently. Weather has restricted quite a bit of my abilities, unfortunately. I don't like cold, I don't like wet, and I don't like the rain. So anyway, what was I saying? Yes, welding. I decided to make a trestle, or two trestles actually. I need two trestles. So I had some scrap box section steel. Unfortunately, it's flash rusted, but you can use an angle grinder with a flap disc and just clean it up. So that's what I did. And I've been using the welder. Hey Neil, welcome. Claude, hello. I've been using the welder, and it's got flux core wire. Now, after I'd welded this piece of steel, I have recorded it, by the way. I didn't record the welding, by recorded bits, putting stuff together, and then you can see that it's stuck together with weld. That will be coming once I've actually finished the whole entire single trestle, and they'll copy it and make a second. Yeah, the reason for doing it, one, is that I can hang the wing that I've got for TC on it, and I can work at a decent height without giving myself backache. And when I've got two of them, I can then put the whole door, the purple door I've got, on the two trestles, so it's stable, and I can rub it down, I can clean it, I can get it back to good metal, and I can treat it and then paint it. There is quite a bit of rust in it, unfortunately, where the hinges bolt. So if I'm rabbiting, I've got to get this information out. I was going to get it soda blasted, but that's quite an expensive way of doing it. And my concern is that when I take it to wherever it's going, it might end up with holes in it. I don't know. That's the concern. It's windy today, Ivor. It has been raining this morning. Only Tools and Norses. I've forgotten your name, but hello, welcome. Thank you for jumping in. It's very much appreciated. Hit the like button if you would, please. It really does help. I know it sounds cheesy, and I know how it sounds typical, but honestly it does work. So yeah, plans are in action, and yeah, I will be bringing out a video soon. But what I'm going to do, yes, the welder. As soon as I finish the last weld, the flux core wire fused to the tip in the welding torch. So I managed to get it to snap off the wire, so I might get the tip out. And I do have some in a box somewhere that I need to find. It's either that or I just go and buy some more, because I'm always going to need welding torch tips. There's always going to come in handy. But I also found out the same evening, 2 days ago, Saturday, I did the welding Saturday. I found out that if you reverse the polarity with flux core, you don't get so much spatter. And I've watched a few YouTube videos, and it looks correct to me. So the instructions on the welder itself to say, you have to do it a certain way. No, you do it the same way as you would gas. And then all the heat ends up in the metal, because I found there's a lot of heat in the torch. So it sounds to me like that's a logical idea and a logical choice. So hopefully the next piece of footage I'm going to make will be obviously showing you the welding I've been doing, and then of course sorting out the welding tip and reversing the polarity, and then finishing off the welding on one trestle. It's not exactly how you would see a trestle, say, if you're looking for one on eBay or Amazon or your local hardware store. It's homemade, but it's going to be stable, I think. Yes, I have a compressor, but it's small, and I do have a sandblasting gun, but it's used for soda. But I went through a lot of soda, and the weird thing is, the bottle is shaped like a cone, so it just sucks up soda from the center. So you've got all the soda on the edges, just sat there going, "Hello, suck up me." And it's like, yeah, it can't. So you've got to shake the damn thing to get it go up through the pipe and towards what you're trying to blast, My dad made a metal bender for my grandmother's bed. All I had to buy was 2 hinges. Yeah, easy. Baking soda. Jake has done many carbs like this and some car parts. Yeah, I want to use the soda blasting on the purple door. The only thing I think does concern me is because I've got a garden and I've got a patio, and all the soda going all over grass in the garden, it kills grass, it kills plant life. That's the only concern I have. And I have a few little trees that I've planted, and I don't really want to kill them off if I can help it. So yeah. Oh, what's happened there? Something's. Oh. Hey up, Simon. just talking about the welder and a few other bits and bobs. If you want to rewind later, you can do. At EP, we MIG weld with triple gas shield, and you still get some spatter, but very little. Oh, the other thing I did, I ordered I'd never seen one before. When I got this new welder, it has your standard hose fitting. I don't know if I brought it up here because I needed to measure it. No, I think it's like 8 mil hose, and the gas bottle I've got is a dinky little thing with a tiny little hose that comes out. You can get an adapter so you can upsize, but the problem is I'm going to use all that gas fairly quickly, I think. Yeah, I don't want to kill my grass though. That's the problem. I just want to kill the weeds. But yeah, Simon, I've been working today, doing driving. So doing quite a lot of driving today. I was awake at 6 o'clock this morning, so I'm going to sleep well tonight. But yeah, things are happening. I just wish the weather would sort itself out, you know. I really do. So working is good. Yes. Yesterday I did my driving. Food deliveries. And then today I did my driving. Hello, Skip. Long time I haven't seen you in here for ages. Yeah, actually, the weather this morning was chucking it down here. Then as I head down into Cornwall, it was foggy, rainy, and all of a sudden we just popped out of this horribleness into bright sunshine, but horrendous wind. So yeah, picked up 2 cars, brought them back. One had some problems because it'd been sat for so long. It wouldn't charge, so they'd been sat that long. So that was driven by my colleague, but the guy who runs the yard it was at had to go up the road and back like 10 miles just to give it some charge in the battery. So yeah, we had to wait. So it was like an hour and a half before we could actually move the cars. So got those cars. I think it was a Toyota. Yeah, Toyota Aygo 4-door. It was like 23 plate. Quite a nice little car actually, quite nippy, but very light. And when you shut the door, the thing kadung, like echoes, really noisy. Terrible build quality by what I can tell. Like it was made out of a Coke can or something. Probably was. So the second vehicle I drove was a Kia C''D. If anybody remembers that, C''D, estate car, and that thing was good. It was nice, diesel, 6-speed manual with a handbrake, proper handbrake. This thing was quick, actually, really, really good car. Yeah, Agos are little, yes, but I wouldn't have one. I really wouldn't. It was automatic, and it had stop-start technology, which is really annoying me, which is very annoying, because it takes a few moments to get going. But the diesel, fine, no problem at all. No problem at all. Had a C''D, renter a few years ago. Still haven't got a car to do deliveries for local burger shop. There must be something you can find that's cheap. There must be. That's whether we're in Ontario, Canada, along Lake Erie. Oh, very nice. But just had mucho rain and grass growing like crazy. And everyone remembers the bees' first feeding of the spring as the dandelions. Yes, my garden is full of dandelions and bees. And yeah, I can sit in my garden and watch bees buzzing around all day. It's fantastic. We all take time to get going. So, yes, Gucci. First thing in the morning, I really don't like get going. I'm not a morning person. But once I'm awake and I'm doing something, cup of tea, bite to eat, yeah, I'm okay. But yeah, if anyone's missed out at the beginning of the video, please go back and rewatch it. Mr. Stephen Parry, hello. Cortina is not running at the moment. I have in this box his carburettor. So this needs to be sent off. Yes, smash the like button. Thank you very much, Wayne. This needs to be sent off to a friend of mine who's going to sort it out for me. There's bits missing from it. It's not working properly. He's going to get it all going on his car, and then I'm going to go and get it and do a collection caper to get some parts. So I'm hopefully meeting up with a friend or taking a friend with me, because I want to try and get some filming done if I can, and that'd be good. Getting a road trip done, possibly filming of a car that I can drive, and yep, no bees, no pollination. Yes. Oh, farted. Yeah. Where was I? Yes, parts collection. Yes, tow bar and exhaust system for TC. And yeah, once I've got those parts and got home, hey Colin, thank you for jumping in. Don't forget to smash the like button, not into bits, but just be very gentle. You know, yeah, £1,250. That is a bargain. Absolute bargain. I'd have it if I had the money, but I don't, so I can't. Hey Barry, guys, check out Barry's channel, Joe Daddy's Garage. Very, very good. Very, very good. Lots of fabrication and Mustangs. And I do like a Mustang. If anyone here likes Mustangs, check out Barry's channel. It's much, much, much goodness. But yeah, Barry, I've got stuff going on at the moment. I've been doing some fabricating, welding, making trestles, so I can work on panels for the car. Minnie, yay! Everyone's coming in today. Fantastic. Yeah, making trestles out of scrap so I can work on stuff at a height without killing my back. I don't know how can I grab. Hang on, let's have a look. See if I can find Joe Daddy's Garage. Hang on, Joe Daddy's Garage. There we go. I'll copy the link. Let's get my mouse. It's just easier to use my mouse to do it. That's the Patreon. We don't want that bit. I'll see if this works. Copy, StreamYard, and paste. There we go. If that's clickable, guys, click on that, and that will take you straight to his channel. He does a live stream every Monday night in the UK. It's like I think, I can't remember if it's 11 till midnight or midnight onwards in the UK. But yeah, check out the channel. It's definitely worth it. I sat and watched quite a few of the videos doing the fabrication of the Mustang, doing the floor and the seat mounts and everything. Fantastic to watch. It's really, really, really good. And yeah, it just sends me straight back to watching PT's stuff and watching him rebuild Cortinas and doing my own repairs. It's always useful to see how other people work on their vehicles and how they put things together and how they overcome certain situations, like the seat risers. I think they're called risers in the Mustang. It didn't quite work right, I think, and Barry adapted it and modified it to make it work. Yeah, I am a plugmeister, definitely. So yeah, if you haven't seen my channel before, if you're new here, please hit the like button and feel free to subscribe if you wish. You're more than welcome. I have heard on the grapevine some news on Pete, but I can't say anything just yet. It's not my place to. I really don't want to sort of like say anything. Okay, so it's just yeah, he'll be, yeah, no more. I don't want to ruin anything, or yeah, or vice versa. But yeah, I'm looking forward to actually getting some more work done. The weather's improving, and yeah, the idea which I was saying earlier on regarding TC and the carburettor and the parts. Big Skick, I don't know. You may need to check your notification bell. Um, yeah, getting these parts for TC. I don't know many. I really don't. I couldn't tell you. Um, I honestly don't know. Yeah, getting these new parts for TC, getting the car moved, and finally getting stuff cut out of the car that needs to be cut out. See, once I've moved the car, the first thing I'd do would drop the fuel tank and drain it, and then obviously wait for a day to get rid of the fumes, of course, because fumes are flammable, and we don't want TC going up in flames, or me going up in flames for that matter. So yeah, then cutting out the panels that need to be removed, and then figuring out how to. I know it sounds really silly, but a lot of people can prep and paint the interior of a panel and then weld it into the car so that the interior of the panel is protected against any liquid or moisture that may get into that cavity. So my concern is, how do I weld that in without the heat bloom destroying the paint that's there? That's what I'm trying to grapple with. I'm trying to figure out, how does that work? Because heat travels through steel when you're welding it, of course. Yeah, I miss Cortina City as well. I really do. It's every Friday. It was everyone would just sit down for a couple of hours, with some food or a drink, and just enjoy Cortina City like a movie. And it was better than TV. I mean, most things on YouTube are better than TV. I would actually, Skick. I'd love to see TC in a film or series, but the only downside is that his rear windows are going to be covered in stickers. So I don't know how they would be able to do that with my stickers in the window and try and blur them. I don't know. But yeah, that would be very cool. They could like set like an 80s TV show or something like that with the car in the background, maybe. Um, the barbecue with the fumes. Yeah, TC's fuel tank could be quite a barbecue, couldn't it? It could be. Fire blanket. No, I'd rather take the fuel whole tank out, because above the fuel tank on either side of the car, actually no, if you look at the back of the car, the fuel tank is on that side, and above it is a panel connected to the inner skin. So that inner skin needs to be replaced, and it has a lip across the top. So I need to get that out, to get the new panel. Well, actually, get the old panel out with the fuel tank, or after the fuel tank, should I say? Get your words right. And then, yeah, get the new panel in, but obviously have it painted and treated. But once I've got the old panel out, I need to treat the outer skin before I put things in. I need to get everything in the correct order. Before I start, I need to get a plan of how I'm doing this. Hey Gary, thank you for joining. How are you? How's your Monday? I appreciate this is probably most people's day for making dinner at the moment. It's 6:30, 6:45. Wouldn't do anything till our tank is well clear. Absolutely, Gucci, absolutely. One thing I do, actually, I'm curious, because I've seen quite a lot of American classic cars, and the fuel tank has a drain bolt in it, at a low point where you can just drain the fuel out, and then it's going to help the situation. So I'm wondering why that never happened in the UK. How come we never had fuel tanks, or did we? There may be a brand that had a fuel tank with a bolt in the bottom so you could drain out what's there, but the Cortina doesn't have that. So is it worth, after it's drained and after it's aired, putting one in? Because wouldn't it be a good idea, if you need to drain your fuel and you've got this little tiny hose going for ages and ages and ages, trying to drain this tank, and instead you can just undo the bolt and straight out, a few minutes, gone. Maybe I'm just rambling, I don't know. Hey Simone, out in the shop trying to force myself to get something done. Get something done, Robert. Do it. You've been told. I think Barry's here somewhere. Garage, yeah, fine. Macaroni cheese tonight. Oh, that sounds good. Anything else in with it, or is it just macaroni and just cheese? Anyway, saying that, what's everyone else eating? I'm going to do a boaty. What are you all eating, and how's your day been? Come on, in the comment section now, please. I don't know what I'm going to have for tea. I really haven't decided yet. I might have a pizza. I have a pepperoni pizza in the freezer. I might just cook that up. And a nice hot cup of tea. Still waiting for those comments. But then again, StreamYard is a bit slower than YouTube. Let's see what's... Drain was a Ford thing. Oh, hang on. Let's bring that up. Drain was a Ford thing. VW as well. Oh, yeah, I do remember VW's actually doing that. I see no need for it myself, as I've used an air hose to pressurize the tank. Oh, I didn't think of that. You would need a receptacle to do that. And I do have an air compressor. It's just creating a tight seal around the fuel inlet. Just that homemade. Mr. Stephen Parry from Fort Sunlight in the World. That's quite a mouthful. Have you got one of them backup pies like Mr. Both backup pies? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I follow you. I don't know if he's been eating. Has he been eating pies? I'm not trying to do one of those jokes either. You know, backup pies. What kind of pies has he been eating? This is a concern. I'm not eating because I'm not hungry. That is a very valid comment. It's a very valid comment, Neil. Absolutely. I wonder if anyone else is live right now. Is Mustard live? Because he's been live every single day for nearly 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm really, really switched on today, Skik. This might be strange, but I've been awake since 6 a.m. I'm not a morning person. I've been driving all day. I did fall asleep in the chase car at one point, which is fine because I won't be driving the chase car. But I've really got a plan in my head that's stuff that needs to be done. So first thing tomorrow morning, I will be going to the post office and sending this. God knows how much it's going to cost me, and they'll probably say to me, "What's in the box?" Because they like to be nosy like that, the post office. Just put my hand over the filler neck and tip blowgun between my fingers. Doesn't have to be put. Oh, okay. That's a good idea. Thank you. I will remember that. It's I will have to take my compressor with me in the car. Actually, that's a very good idea because the compressor can be used for clearing out cavities and stuff because I've got all the fitments and things. The amount of tools I've collated, is that a good word to use today? Collated? Yeah, I think it is actually. I like that word. Yeah, I can use it for blowing out cavities and things and making things clear. That I can get some cavity wax inside things and just tidy stuff up. When I was working on the car initially, when I was welding the floor, I was welding the footwells, the sills. I didn't have enough tools and I didn't do things correctly. There are things that I skipped. I didn't know that I should have done, and it was stuff like seam sealer. Seam seal the welding before you paint it. Didn't happen. So, and I put down that the black sound deadening. I think it's sound deadening. I'm not sure. It's just like black tar stuff. And yeah, that stuff went down really easy. But is it going to come up? Is it going to come off easy? I've got a funny feeling it won't, because I need to get that off. I need to clean up the floors. I need to get rid of that paint that I put down because there wasn't enough. There wasn't enough zinc primer. There was only like 1 or 2 layers of zinc primer. It wasn't thick enough. And the underside of the car did not get a good enough treatment. And I'm quite annoyed with myself. But at the same time, that car needed to be welded, the holes needed to be filled up, and it had to be moved. I didn't have time to fart around and do everything precisely because I was just borrowing somebody's driveway. As simple as that. Probably eating cheese on toast. Cheese on toast is a good choice. It really is. Mrs. had me wallpaper shopping earlier today. I was in shop last time. I bought wallpaper, £5. Yeah, wallpaper's blooming expensive these days. It really is. £13.99 a roll. My God, is that just one drop? If it is, that's just madness. The cup. The cup? Not a football cup, is it? I'm sorry, Neil. I don't follow you with that one. Sorry. You can buy very good, inexpensive siphon systems to drain your fuel tank. Thank you, Chris. I don't recognise your name, but thank you for jumping in and thank you for the comment. That's very, very useful. Mr. Jason, knowing about. No, I haven't seen Boaty at all. I don't think he's ever. No, has he been in one of my lives? I think he has actually. And I'm just going to go and do something a moment because on my channel, I didn't realise. Let's go back to my channel. Let's have a look. We have. Oh, here we go. I'm going to have to mute this immediately. There we go. So let's go down a little bit. One moment, everyone. Please bear with me. There we go. This is completely random. Completely random. There you are, everyone. You've all got some, well, 5 of you have got some goodies. Sparky, hello. And you got a membership. Yay. See, I missed doing that. That was just brilliant. Oh, Mr. Stephen Parry got one as well. Who else got one? I've got to go back, haven't I? Let's have a look for a moment. Mr. Stephen Buttygig. Andrew Buttygig. I got confused. Sorry. Andy D got one. Mr. F. So cool. See, hopefully this new content I'm putting out. I am going to put stuff out for members, and hopefully I can keep stuff rolling and keep growing the channel. That's what I need to do. I've moved a lot of stuff off this channel because I've got a gaming channel as well, and I'm going to try and grow that. I don't know how it's going to go really, but I really want to try and get this channel moving a bit more than it has been recently. So that's the thing I need to do. When you have drained the tank, drill a hole in the bottom of the tank, put a plug in it. Yeah, I was thinking of draining the tank completely. Oh, good one, Ava. Well done. Draining the tank completely so there's no fumes, there's no trace of anything flammable, and weld in a thread. It's worth a try. But I don't know the internal condition of the tank, so it will give me a good opportunity. I'm going to try and get myself a fiber optic camera and see if I can get a good look inside the tank. Actually, I don't need to do that, do I? Just take out the fuel sensing thingy and shine a torch inside. What am I thinking? I don't know. Yeah, ideas that kind of come in and fall out of my head. Yeah, so yeah, if I can check the condition of the inside of the tank, hopefully it'll be okay. But I did get rust through the fuel filter and the filter that goes inside the inlet on the carburetor. So rust got through there as well. So it must have been very, very, very small. Yeah, that's very true. Actually, where I live, I've seen quite a few classic cars, and people just leave them alone. Honestly, there's an area near me which is notorious for being quite rough, and there's a chap who parks his, I think it's an old Austin Cambridge, and there was a saloon and an estate car, which is also known as a wagon to anybody most people overseas. So there was a wagon and a saloon car, really, really nice. Never got touched. There was an Austin Maxi that I know of, really nice green. And I've seen that parked up quite a few times in a specific street. No one ever touches it, leaves it alone. And I'm thinking to myself, TC should be fine if I park him outside every now and again. So yeah, there is this situation nowadays where people do like stealing classic cars, and I've heard about classics being stolen, and it is bad. It's not good, of course. You know, it never is when anything gets stolen, shall I say. But from what I've seen where I am, it's not a thing to have a classic car stolen. I just hope and pray that it doesn't happen, you know. But then again, my street is a one-way street, and I've seen, well, I didn't see it. My neighbour's car, somebody's coming down the hill in a van. I think it was a van. Somebody said it was a van. Hit the side of his car and then left. You know. Good evening, Pentagram Motorsport. I remember you, but I don't remember your name. Thank you for jumping in. It's very kind of you. We've got 29 people watching. This is amazing. I can't remember. Jimmy! I can't remember the last time I had this many people watching. Little old me. Put an ignition kill switch. There already is. Beat you to it, Minnie. He's got a kill switch already. But you can't get to it unless you can get into the car. So, you know, you have to unlock certain things to be able to get to it. Vauxhall Corsa 1.2 got stolen. Oh, no way. It's just bad when things get stolen. Just leave stuff alone, you know. 31! Oh my God! 31 people watching. This is brilliant. Steve just signed a lease on a new workshop. It's an old MOD bunker. That is cool. That is very cool. I'm going to have to check your channel out again because it's a while since I've been over there. So yeah, I'll have to have a look. I can't remember what it is you do, but I'm going to go and have a look. So yeah, if anyone has missed if anyone's missed what I've been talking about earlier, you feel free to rewatch the live. Yeah, I've got stuff going on, and I'm wired today. I'm really wired, and I've got to get things going. Local thieves, not to touch my scooter. Yeah, good. Got back 2 days ago and totally not roadworthy. Oh God, that's awful. Building an GSXR or Gixxer for a track day. My Project Pinky, the previous bike I had Gixxer Thau front brake calipers from a 2001 model, and I need to find a set of those again. Let me know if you might be able to get hold of a set, and I'll definitely sort out however much it costs you. I really don't know where to find this stuff these days. Barry! So I have to apologise to Barry. I still have the mug. I haven't posted it yet. Oh, eBay, go up. No, I've got emails. Go away. Emails pop up over the chat box. It's really annoying. Yeah, sorry, Barry. I still have to send your mug. Cool. Do I watch Matt Armstrong? I don't know him. No, I haven't heard of him. But what does he do? Let me know. So yeah, I definitely have to check out Pentagram. Let's open another page and have a look. Pentagram. Come on, hurry up. I upgraded the RAM in my computer, so it's now got 14 gigabytes of it, and it's still running a bit slow. But it processes my video editing really quickly. Pentagram Motorsport. Let's have a look. 682 subscribers. My word, guys, get over there and subscribe. Hang on, let's have a quick look. Sorry if I appear a bit quiet. Motorbikes, Mazda, some BMW, some interesting stuff there. I've missed quite a bit. I do apologise. I did go over there ages ago. Golf, Honda CR, CBR. Cool. Some good looking content there, definitely. Oh, clicked on the wrong thing. Yeah, Pentagram Motors. You know what? I'm going to do it again. Where are we? Click. There we go. There we go. Pop. There we go. Go and check out Pentagram Motorsports, please. Main car project Lancia Delta HF. Oh, I remember one of those back in the late 90s in the city. There was a guy who owned a nightclub. He had a left-hand drive one in bright yellow. This thing was, when he started it up, it looked amazing. Gucci, the only thing I'll be spraying wise is like a lacquer just to coat, just to keep it the way it looks. But the spare door, the purple door, will be painted correctly. The weird thing is with TC on the passenger side, the front door on the passenger side, the bottom had rotted out. Pete didn't know because he kept it at his place for a couple of years, and he just used it for his promo videos now and again. He didn't really work on it. He got the engine going, of course, and he got the brakes sorted out. But the doors, he didn't realise that they were going at the bottom, and he was ever so apologetic. Yes, Barry. Barry from SETI Alpha 5 entered a competition to win a mug that I had made, and it was a promotional copy. So yeah, Co-op Blue, Neil, and of course do the top of the door on the inside with the Marquis Blue. So it's got to look right. It's got to look right. Unfortunately, I can't replicate the filler or the markings on the side. I can't do that. I'm not that clever. So it's just going to be painted properly, but the rest of the car is going to stay the same. It looks stay the same way that it looks now. There's a few other things I need to do as well. The tailgate, I need to clean off the inside of the tailgate and put in some sound deadening because there's nothing there. The back end of the car has so much resonance; it makes so much noise. So with the back of the car, because there are holes in it, as you drive it, you get a vortex behind the car. It pulls fumes back inside, doesn't it? So I'll read that one in a moment. The bottom of the passenger door at the back is rotten. There's nothing. There's just nothing at the bottom. So you're going to get fumes coming back up through into the cavity of the door, and then through from where you've got the door card. It's not a perfect seal, so it gets through into the car and through the channels where the window winds up and down. Sheldon's here. Hello, Sheldon. Classic Britain. Go subscribe to Sheldon. Yes, good channel. Trains, classic cars, you name it. He loves them. And the tailgate itself, Pete's already said to me that the tailgate rubber needs to be replaced. It does. But in behind the panels at the side of the car, they need to be taken out because obviously above the fuel tank on one side it's rotten, and on the other side it's rotten. There's nothing underneath there. And the part of the chassis rail needs to be cut away, remanufactured, rewelded. And yeah, once I've got the car in situ, I can start focusing on it. And the last couple of days I know I've said it already this evening, I'm really focused right now. As soon as I keep saying it, this is being posted tomorrow. Exhaust coming, tow bar coming. Once the carburetor's back, get it on the car, get the car moved. It's as simple as that. Can you seal up the holes with tape or sealant? I really don't want to do that. I really don't. Oh yes, the GoPro. I remember you said about that. Yeah, no problem. I totally forgotten recently. I've been trying to work with my current one, and I bought a new battery for it because the one I got off you, the battery started to fail really badly. So luckily I found another one, and it does last a bit longer now. It lasts about 4 hours, so I can actually go around filming, or I can do a road trip, and I don't need to constantly have the cable plugged into it. 7 black. Oh, very nice. Mine's a 4 black. So yeah, thank you, Sheldon. That's very kind of you. Hello, Park Nest. Thank you for jumping in. 29 people watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, please. It'd be very kind of you. Much appreciated. I'm really on one today. I really am. Who was it? Someone commented earlier on. Where is it? I missed a comment. You almost need, there we go. No. Someone with cellulose and a compressor to paint it in some 70s lockup. It would be really nice if I could get the door properly painted. But when I painted the passenger front door, I did that on a set of trestles like I'm making on the patio. So the paint I did on that cut, the only problem when I painted that door is that I didn't realize that the paint was 2-pack, so it had like a lacquer built into it. So once I let it dry and then I painted it over the top with lacquer, it ended up going orange peely, and that's why it looks weird. I am tempted to rub that door down again and repaint it, but I'm not massively sure on that. But I mean, there's so many other things I need to do to that car. I want to get the wing off the passenger side because I've got the one off Papa. So I've got to do the repairs on that, which is another reason I got the trestle or made the trestle. And the inner wings all need to be wire wheeled. They all need to be cleaned down. And the sections where I welded, they all need to be wire wheeled and cleaned down and repainted and properly sealed. I'm not happy with the way the underside of the car looks, and I'm not happy with the way the inner wings look. So yeah, what I really would love to do is if I can find a workshop after I finish welding the back end of the car, get it in the workshop, get the engine out and strip the engine bay, clean it up properly and repaint it the car's original color. The original color is not cobalt blue. I forget the name of it. I think it's not. Oh God, there were 2 blues that it was painted by Ford, and they had 2 different names for it because they did it for the pre-facelift and the facelift. Is it Cosmos blue? I can't remember. There's 2 different blues. TC doesn't have an MOT because he's MOT exempt. The reason why I'm trying to get him welded is because I want the car MOT'd. I don't have to. I know I don't have to, but I want to. The other things as well. I was talking to a friend of mine today when I was doing my driving. I am gonna fit a fog light to the back of the car, and I also want to get hazard lights fitted because it doesn't have them. When the car was built, that was an optional extra. But in the modern day and age, you really need a hazard switch because you can't drive down, you can't park somewhere and click up for right and down for left for indicators and try and pretend you've got hazards. It doesn't work like that. And having a fog light is essential. Sorry, I've got thought it was yellow. What was yellow? Am I missing something? What have I missed? Hang on. Where are we? Have I missed something? Maybe not. If you want to help with the welding, I'm willing to help. Oh wow, Jason, thank you. That's very kind of you. Yeah, it needs a lot of welding. Oh, Sheldon, have you put a video up today? I saw the train one. That was really good. I enjoyed that. It was very good. Yeah, I've got to get things rolling, and the first rolling thing is this: getting this carburetor sent off. So, yeah, the exhaust and the tow bar are £100 all in. So that's literally, all I have to do really is have fuel to go and collect the parts. So that's all it is really. Oh, tonight at 7:30. Okay, brilliant. I'll be watching that. Parts of the body. No, nothing yellow. I think the only thing that was like differently coloured was when it was parked in the workshop, and I think the guy who owned the workshop at the time had basically painted over certain bits of it with like a yellowy orange paint on a brush or something. But I think I'm going to leave it like that because I think it gives it character. Just dropped in to say hi. Can't stop us hospital. Oh, okay. Hope everything's okay, John. Badbergs. Hello. Oh no, yes, I saw that Park Nest. Rich having problems with his V8 again. Yeah, that car is a bane on him, isn't it? Really. But I wish him luck with it. I really do. Have to disappear. Kids put to bed. Take care. We'll let you know if we can get some gigs or breaks. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Glad you solved the problem, Sheldon. Yeah, how is the P6, Sheldon? Have you done anything more to it, or have you still is it still up for sale? Or was it you? No, you were going to do some work on Cup, weren't you? Can't quite remember. I'm sure you'll have news on your newest video, so I'll be there for that. Right. Well, I'm going to wrap up now, guys, because we're nearly an hour. So thank you very much, everyone, for jumping in and saying hello and catching up with me and me rambling and telling you all what my plans for this year. Oh yes, one thing I did completely forget. The reason why I want a tow bar on TC, you're going to like this one, is because Rustival, is the second Rustival, is at the end of this year. Fingers crossed. So Pinky is going to be trailered by TC. I'm going to get a motorcycle front wheel brace, put the front wheel on there, and drag TC to Rustival. Pinky. Drag Pinky to Rustival on the back of TC. That's the plan. Yeah, right. I've got to go. I need something to eat. Thank you very much, everyone, for jumping in. Oh, quickly, Georgia. It's the internet. Hello. Yes, motorcycle trailer mini. It's like a rectangular thing. You put the front wheel in, you strap it down, or something like that. Anyway, right. Thank you very much for watching. You've been stars for jumping in and saying hi and catching up with me. And yeah, got to get cracking. See you all soon.